In these notes, we're going to go over topic 2.3, standard form, but word problems. So students will be able to write an equation in standard form using the guess method and then solving the situation using the x and y intercepts. So students will write the guess method steps out and solve for the x and y intercepts, then write a sentence explaining what the answer means in the situation. So the learning target is I can write an equation in standard form and solve for the x and y intercepts. Now, in example 1, it says, understand the standard form of a linear equation. So here, Hannah will spend $150 on music festival tickets. Reserved seat tickets cost $25, and general admission tickets cost $10. So how can you represent the situation in a linear equation? So we want to remember that standard form is ax plus by equals c. Now, it's really important for you to write all the given information down. So it says that she will spend $150 total. So that's actually going to be our C value, because that's just the amount of money that she'll spend. Now, it also says on the reserved seat, she's going to cost $25. And then the general seats will cost $10. So there are two different types of seats that she's going to be caring about. Now, for the unknown, since there's two different types of seats, you have two different variables. And that's where the x and the y come into play. So it doesn't matter which one you make x or y as long as you stay consistent. So since I saw reserved seats first, I'm going to write that for x. And then our general seats will be for my y. Now the equation, we actually don't need to solve anything yet. This one is just building. So remember, it says reserved seats, and I made that my x. Now you want to go back to the given and see how much was each reserved seat. So for that, it's just 25x. So it's $25 per reserved seat. Then we decided that our y was going to be the general seats. So how much money were each general seat? It was $10. So we're going to add the two. And remember, x and y are two different variables, so it's just 25x plus 10y. And then we know that she spent $150. So for right now, that's all we need to do. So the equation would be 25x plus 10y equals 150. Because that's $25 per reserve seat plus $10 times the general seats that she got equals 150. So when we start solving these word problems, the x and y will be like the combinations. How many reserve seats can she buy, and then how many general seats. Now, for example 4, it says Tamara is making trail mix. She has $40 to spend on a mixture of almonds and cashews and wants about the same amount of almonds as cashews. How can she determine how many pounds of each kind of nut to buy? So we have to use the guess method. We know that she wants $40 to spend, so that's her total, $40. If you look here, it said almonds is $8 per pound. Pound is abbreviated LB. And then it says cashews is $10 per pound. So once again, our unknown, we are going to have two different variables. And technically you could do A for almonds and C for cashews or whatever letters you want as long as you define them. But I always like to stick with X and Y. So we need it to be in standard form. So X I saw first. So I'm going to just make my X the amount of almonds. I'm abbreviating amount by AMT. And then my amount of cashews for my Y. And then it's just from there, you have to match up your unknown with your given. So I know that it's 8 pounds per amount of almonds plus the 10 Y. And then she only wants to spend $40. So that's the equation. But now we have to solve it. Now solving it will give you part of the combination. So solving is going to look a little different. We need to find the X and Y intercept, and I have a graph below to show you Y. So X intercept is when Y equals 0. So we're going to do the 8x plus 10 parentheses 0 equals 40. So then that goes away. We have 8x equals 40. Divide by 8. And then we have x equals 5. Now, we have an ordered pair 5, 0. But this actually now has meaning to it. Remember our x from our unknown was the amount of almonds. So with her budget, she can buy 5 pounds of almonds. And then our Y value is the amount of cashews. So that's a combination of product that she can buy. So she can buy 5 pounds of almonds and 0 pounds of cashews. Now let's see the opposite. If we go to the y-intercept and make x equals 0, let's see how many cashews she can buy. So plug that in, then we have 10y equals 40. That goes away, we have 10y equals 40, divide by 10, divide by 10. Now y equals 4. So this is going to give us the second combination. Now if we had this y and x in an ordered pair, remember the almonds are our x, and then our y is the amount of cashews. So with this combination, she can buy 0 amount of almonds and 4 pounds of cashews. Now this just gives you like the limit, okay? So, or the furthest amount of combination. So I want you to look over on our graph here. So 5, 0, right there is our x-intercept. And then 0, 4 is our y-intercept. Now, if you notice what the book did, the book drew the line. Now, it did not extend the line into the second quadrant or the fourth quadrant because we're talking about a real life situation here. And we can't have negative cashews and we can't have negative almonds. So the combinations here are only for how much money she has. She has $40 to spend. Now, if you notice on this graph right here, the ordered pairs, for example, 2, 2.4. Now we said that our X are almonds, and then our Y is cashews. So in this situation, could buy 2 pounds of almonds and 2.4 pounds of cashews. In this second situation, could buy 2.5 pounds of almonds and 2 pounds of cashews. So those ordered pairs are telling you the amount of each cashews and almonds that she could buy. So those were just 2 extra examples that the book wanted to show you. Now for this problem, the try it, I want you to hit pause and then see if you can do it. It says almonds cost 8 per pound and cashews cost 10 per pound. How does the equation change if Tamara has $60 to spend on the mixture? How many pounds of nuts can she buy if she only buys cashews and only almonds? So once again, you're going to do the given. So this time, $8 per pound for almonds, $10 per pound for cashews. But now we have a total of $60. So it's really important for you to come up with the unknown. Like I said before, I like to just use X and Y. X, I'm going to make almonds because I saw that first. And then I saw cashews. Since we're talking about almonds, 8 goes in front of X. Y is talking about cashews, so that's why the 10 goes in front. And then we have the new total, which is 60. Now, this is the equation. We want to solve the equation. Solving in standard form is going to look slightly different because we have to find the x-intercept and then the y-intercept. So x-intercept is when y equals 0, so we're going to have 8x plus 10y, but instead of y we're going to put 0. So then we have 8x equals 60. Divide by 8, divide by 8. And then we're going to have 7.5 pounds. So that combination is 7.5 comma 0. And then our y-intercept is x equals 0. So 8 parentheses 0 plus 10, y equals 60. 8 times 0 goes away. We're left with 10y equals 60. Divide by 10 on both sides. Y equals 6. So then that combination would have 0, comma 6. Now what I recommend doing is always going back and double checking. My x's are talking about almonds. And my y is talking about cashews. So now you have to write your sentences. So 2 combos or 2 combinations would be she can buy 7.5 pounds of almonds and 0 pounds of cashews. Or, so this goes to the next ordered pair, or 0 pounds of almonds with 6 pounds of cashews. So we're just kind of writing out in words what each ordered pair really means.